Welcome to our living room. So I'm going to be talking today about ways to fill ourselves up. Barry, will you hold this just for a minute?
Yeah.
So if you could imagine that you're holding two cans, and one is really full, and the other one is completely empty, and then you put a little bit of pressure. This one's going to this one will collapse, and this one will stay strong. I actually saw that analogy, but with two cans, and I don't have two cans. But if you could just imagine it, we need to keep ourselves really strong on the inside because there's a lot coming at us right now, and so we need to really fill ourselves up. So let's talk about the ways that can crush us. And part of that is just watching too much news, just inhaling so much of what's going on. And another thing is just worrying about whatever it is that you're worrying about, having your mind spin and spin and spin on a problem that can deplete your energy so quickly. And of course, withdrawing love from someone and holding a resentment, a grudge. These are all ways that really deplete our energy. So how do we fill ourselves up? And that's really an individual question. So I'm just going to talk about myself, that I try and keep myself filled up. I don't always succeed, but I try. It's a real focus of each day. And for me, anything that has to do with the heart and loving is a way that I fill myself up. I love to pray and meditate, and I love to give love to people, especially Barry. I mean, we're totally alone. We don't really see hardly anyone else. So I just give you a lot of love, and I give Barry a lot of appreciation, and I just tell him how grateful I am to be with him. But I also love to email people and send texts and make it really positive and make it really loving. So another thing that we both like to do is be outside. We love to be outside in nature. And today I was thinking about a little story when we were doing a couples retreat in Lake Louise, and that's way up in Canada. And it was cold. It was minus 38 degrees. We're from California. The coldest it gets at night is maybe 40, sometimes 35. So we love to be outside, and for this particular weekend, we would pretty much work all through the day, and that would only leave the evening. And so we'd bundle up. We'd put on every little bit of clothing that we had, and it was a big, fancy hotel at Lake Louise, and the people who were in charge, the busboys and stuff, and the people open the doors, and they're like, we don't go out in weather like that. What are you doing? And we said, it just fills us up. And we'd walk for about 20, maybe 30 minutes, and we'd come back all frosted, everything, our eyebrows and our nose, like little icicles would be coming, and they would open the door and just laugh at us like, do you really need to do that? And we did, because it filled us up. It brought us so much happiness. So that's not the way for all people, but it's like a unique way for us. It's just stepping outside. It really fills me up. So in the videos all over, what we'd like you to do is, if you're watching it with someone else, talk about what fills you up. Or if you're by yourself, just think about it and really focus so that every day you can do those things that really fill you up so that you can be strong. So that when these pressures come from the outside, you are strong. So I love this song. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing because at the Chateau Lake Louise, this really fancy place, Joyce loves to sleep with the windows open. And here it is, minus 40 degrees. And she said, well, maybe I can just open the window just a little bit, like an inch or two. And by morning, the radiator, which was below the window, was solid frozen. And so we didn't have heat for a couple of days. They had to bring in like portable heaters. And they said, please, don't open the windows.
Yeah, so even there was a little bit of water in a glass in the bathroom that was far away from the window. It was frozen solid. But yeah, it's one of my special things. I love the window open. That one didn't work though so well. I forgot about that. Barry's so sweet. He's like, all right, if you need the window open, all right. I don't think it's a good idea, but all right.
It wasn't a good idea.
I know.
All right. I want to let everybody know how lucky I feel to be with this incredible woman sitting next to me. So I had to say that. You want to say something?
Your song.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Sometimes, some words will come or a phrase, they just pop into your head. And that happened to me. And the words were, love is the way of the heart. And something about the way that sounded, just like that the heart is like an instrument that plays love, right? It's just, love is the way of the heart. So a whole song came out of that one line. Just like the sun does shine, just like the tide comes in, just like a bell does chime, love is the way of the heart. Sing with me. Love is the way of the heart. Love is the way of the heart. Love is the way of the heart. My feelings are sometimes clear. God's presence is always here, but sometimes I'm not aware that love is the way of the heart. Join me. Love is the way of the heart. Love is the way of the heart. It's been that way from the start. That love is the way of the heart. It's been that way from the start. That love is the way of the heart. 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 So as you know, our work is all about the heart. But we're inviting you to find ways, just to fill yourself, to open your heart, to nurture your heart. Because so much of life is about the mind. And really, it's so good just to develop the heart, to do things that fill your heart. All right? Thank you so much for listening and watching.
Really, thank you so much. And those of you that take the time to comment, it means so much to us. So we're sending you a lot of love.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.